Okay, folks, tonight's recipe is yellow curry over shrimp and Japanese rice. To do this, you're going to need a double boiler. I have 31 to 51 count peeled deveined shrimp, tail on, but I take the tails off. 6 tablespoons of cornstarch, 8 tablespoons of butter, 3 teaspoons of curry, salt and pepper to taste, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. This recipe for 4 calls for 4 cups of milk, Holland House red wine, and 3 cups of rice. Okay, the Japanese rice is cooking in my rice cooker there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the butter, put it in the double boiler, and melt it down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the cornstarch in a separate mixing bowl, as you see here. And we're going to add about half the milk. Oops. Spilled a little milk there. Now what we're going to do is going to mix up cornstarch and milk. I use 2% milk, by the way. Now what we're going to do is add 1/4 cup of the red cooking wine. Into the mixture. And as soon as the butter is melted down, we will add this to the butter. And there we have it right there. So once this is melted down, I'm going to go ahead and add the milk. Okay, we have the milk and the wine added now, and the cornstarch. One thing to remember with this recipe, this is a sauce, and you have to keep whisking it to prevent from getting lumps in it. So I'll continue to whisk and be back shortly. Okay, as you can see, it's thickening up quite nicely. There you are. And I add a little milk to keep it thickening, or thinning it out as it thickens up. You just have to remain whisking until you get it the thickness that you want it. As you can see, it's thickening up again. And we're going to add a little bit more milk. And the wine is already in there. Always save a little bit of milk at the end in case you have to add more cornstarch to thicken your sauce up. Now what we can do is come over here, grab the curry, sugar, salt, and pepper, and Add that in there. Okay, I'm going to let this thicken up a little more and return shortly. Okay, the yellow curry sauce is done. You can see it's at the right consistency, lump free, and it's the right thickness. But if you want to make like a curry soup or a stew, you can make it thinner and add potatoes, carrots, green onions, shallots, whatever you wish. As you see, I've turned off the heat. And now we're going to cook the shrimp. Okay, now we're cooking the shrimp here. They're already pre-cooked, so you just need to heat them up. I've used 3 tablespoons of butter. Give a little flavor. You don't want to overcook your shrimp. You want them nice and tender, so they like melt in your mouth. You overcook them, it'll be like chewing a piece of rubber. So just heat them up. The way you can tell that when they're done is they tend to curl like this right here. Okay, that should do it. Okay, a nice bed of rice, about an inch thick. I'm going to add some shrimp. Okay, now we're going to take the tray here and we're going to ladle in the curry. Two ladles should be enough. And there you are, folks. Yellow curry over shrimp and Japanese rice. Bon appetit.